Hey man, everybody know I'm a Chicago fan. I grew up in Chicago. I'm from Chicago, and love my Chicago Bulls. Supporter of the Chicago Bulls and all the Chicago sports, teams in Chicago. The Bears, the Cubs, the White Sox. I know it's kind of people don't like people that in Chicago that like Chicago Cubs and the White Sox, but I like both of them. But anyway, this is about the Chicago Bulls and who they should draft. I know a lot of Chicago fans and myself, we want them to draft Michael Porter Jr. from Missouri, but he had sustained a back injury, did not play most of the season. I think he played the last couple of games of the season in the tournament, and he said he was at 60%. But Michael Porter Jr. he has a great skill set. He reminded me a little bit of Kevin Durant. I'm not saying he's Kevin Durant, but he has that type of skill set. Very long, very tall, can shoot, can put the ball on the floor, can drive to the hole. Good athlete, and he's a great he has a great skill set for this generation of basketball, where you want to spread the court. You want to basically have positionless players that can play a lot of different positions that can provide a lot of things on the basketball court, as far as pass, shoot, dribble, pass, and shoot. That's what everybody is gravitating to. Nobody does it better than the Warriors. But Chris Dunn, marketing and Levine is a great star for the Bulls for their future. But you got to add more talent. And if they can't get Michael Porter Jr., I'm looking at Mikal Bridges from Villanova. I like his toughness. I like his grittiness. He reminds me of a Kawhi Leonard that can shoot better coming out of college. I'm not saying Kawhi Leonard as of how Kawhi Leonard is now. I'm saying when Kawhi Leonard first came out of college, Kawhi Leonard wasn't a good shooter. He developed being a shooter as he was down there in San Antonio. But Mikal Bridges has the same height, about the same body type. He plays defense very, very well. He's a great on-the-ball defender, and he will fit right in with the Bulls, as being a defender, because they have Fred Hoiberg, who's not really a defensive coach. He's an offensive coach. He's supposed to be a really good offensive coach with a great system. So we'll see how his system is able to be implemented now that he has some pieces to work with. But if they don't get Michael Porter Jr., I would love to see them draft Mikal Bridges. Now, another player that's intriguing to me is Mubamba. He's an intriguing prospect, but he's a project. And he has a great upside if he can cultivate his skills and add on to his game, because he's a great defender. He's long. He got the 7'10" wingspan, the longest wingspan in NBA combine history, and he can move. He's agile, and to me right now, what he can give you right now in the NBA, he can give you defense, rebounding, and block shots, and he can catch lobs at the rim, kind of like how Capella does for the Houston Rockets. So those are the three people that I would love to see the Bulls draft. And I know they have the 22 pick in the draft. It all depends on who they draft. Number 7. If they get a small forward, which is could be Mikal Bridges or Michael Porter Jr., I would love to see them get McCoy from UNLV. I think he's a pretty good athlete. He finishes around the rim. He runs the court very, very well, and he's a 7-footer. And I think he'll go alongside of marketing. You don't want marketing to be guarding those big centers. So you wanted somebody to be back there and can cover him so he can do the things he can do. Because I think marketing is going to be a star. I think Dunn is going to be very, 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 very good if he keep working on his game. He can be the best on-the-ball defender, point guard in the game. Zach LaVine, he's working on his game. He's showing me a level of maturity that a guy that wants to be a star. He's hungry. So we'll have to see who they're going to draft, but I just hope the Bulls be smart in this draft, because this is an important draft for them. I'm out. Subscribe to the channel, man. Bulls Nation.